The Cale
and
Zack
Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Cale Zack Podcast.
Welcome back.
Episode. Wait, did I say
15?
It is 15. Ooh.
Possibly.
Yeah. Close to 20. Apparently 20 is the mark where you're in the top 1 percentile of all podcasts that have been made.
Yeah, you sent me the video. Most podcasts don't make it past episode 10.
And then, 10% make it past it.
Yeah.
And then within that, 10 to 20 episodes, 90% stop before they get the 20th episode.
Idiots.
So
as soon as you hit 20, you make it.
You make it. Then you're in. You're thriving.
5 more until we're in the big leagues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm so humble.
we're in the big leagues.
Can't wait to sell out.
I know, Sam. It'll be the dream.
We should explain where we are today.
We are at the park.
It is a rainy day. The
It
first
is.
rainy day of the podcast.
Yeah, well, winter has really and truly come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking weather yesterday.
It's all rainy today. I'm rugged up. I've
Yeah.
got 3 layers.
You do look very warm, besides your legs.
My legs are bare.
Yeah.
How you know I'm a man. Men keep legs bare.
Ah,
cold.
true. Were you one of those people at school? Only wore shorts?
At school?
Yeah.
do you
Because you know,
mean?
like, people wore trackies, but then, like, I remember throughout winter, I never wore
Please,
trackies.
those people who wore trackies at school, I'd look down on them. I spit on them.
I generally don't think I had a pair.
No, I didn't have a pair.
But I also
Out
wore
of respect
I
for
wore
myself.
jumpers in summer. So just built
That's
different.
okay. Jumpers in summer is okay,
Yeah.
but
Trackies in winter, it's
no
weak.
go.
That is weak. But you're allowed to wear a jumper in winter.
I would have worn Speedos if I could.
If it was acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thinking about being very cold at school. I don't know why, but the worst feelings
Did we
of the
even
world.
explain where we are, actually? We
We
got
just
sidetracked by the cold.
We said we're at this park.
Oh, yeah, we're at a park.
And it's
and it's
cold.
rainy. Okay, cool.
Right. So, because it's cold, it's a pretty bad feeling. So we're going to be talking about
Well,
the worst feelings in the world.
right. Just quick side note.
Yeah.
Would you rather be really hot or cold?
Cold.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have problems with the heat.
Because you can
Overheat.
rug up easier.
Yeah. Well, you can always get warmer.
Yeah.
You can't really get cold. Or you can, but it's like
It's
expensive.
also annoying to be hot. You
Yeah.
feel like itchy and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. Especially
Yeah.
like extremely hot. It's pretty shit. But being extremely cold sucks as well.
Wow.
Yeah. You wouldn't
Mind
believe
blown.
it. I know. It is terrible. But what are some of the worst things in the world you can think of, Cale?
Worst things?
Yeah.
Or worst feelings?
Well, just worst. Probably worst feelings.
Worst feelings.
Yeah.
Ew.
I feel like you're going to go like really drastic.
No, I was going to say, like, when all of a sudden you're just perfect temperature.
Oh.
And then, like, someone touches you or someone does something, and
Yeah.
you just start overheating, and your body gets all itchy, and like, you won't stop.
Wait, can you give like an example? Well, what do you
Okay.
mean like by someone starts touching you? Like you're getting
Or
like
like something happens.
someone starts cuddling you and you
No, not even
overheat?
cuddling. Someone just, like, I don't know.
They just
but
brush
all of a
past
sudden,
you, and you're just like,
you were the
"Oh!"
perfect temperature,
Yeah.
and now you're super hot and itchy.
Oh.
And, like,
Are
you get all
you,
itchy.
are you allergic to people? Like what is that?
I don't know.
What do you mean by like touches you? Do you mean like pats you on
Changes
the
my
back?
body heat.
Oh, and just drastically you just go
And all
into
of a
shock.
sudden I just get itchy. I'm like,
Oh, what the hell? That's not good. That does sound pretty bad.
bad feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be like saying like getting stabbed or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that is
Yeah.
bad.
Well, that's
Another
what I
one, when you go to like a restaurant or like a fast food place
Mm.
craving a certain thing,
Mm.
and then either the place is closed or they don't have it.
That is a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, do you ever have like nostalgic foods that you ate as a child?
Yeah.
And you like retry them and they're just nowhere near
No.
as good.
They hit even harder. You know this one.
What?
Tuna pasta.
Oh my gosh. Shut the fuck up. Kale makes the most grotesque tuna pasta I've ever seen in my life.
It's an easy, quick meal that is
Yeah.
delicious.
It is
Youngsters
plain,
will love it.
plain pasta.
It is a culinary masterpiece. Delectable.
Is it?
If I opened a restaurant, this would be the star meal. It is so simple.
Dude, you'd close
yet
within a week.
complex flavors intertwining.
Do you want to explain what it is?
It is
Yeah.
pasta.
Yeah. What type of pasta?
Any sort of pasta would do.
How
Well, actually,
cooked?
no, not any sort of. Just good, like, kind of either penne or fusilli.
Mm.
I prefer fusilli myself for the mouth texture.
Yeah.
But then you cook the pasta. You get a can of tuna.
Yeah.
Just a can.
Certain brand?
Yeah. Don't know what the brand is called.
It's the Italian
It's
one.
the yellow one.
It's the yellow
yeah.
one. With
I
chilies.
get Italian oil,
Oh.
Italian style in oil.
Yeah.
I think it's called, because there's all different types of cans of tuna you can get.
Yeah.
The chili tuna is also pretty good. Then you just open the can of tuna, pour out the oil, just into the sink or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
See, that's weird even, because people have like oil pasta.
Mm.
And you don't even do that. You just have dry tuna with the pasta.
Well, it's not dry. It's in the oil.
Well, yeah.
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 And then you put the tuna in.
Yep.
And then sometimes if you're feeling a bit fancy, you might add cheese on top.
Oh.
But
there's levels.
As I've gotten older, I've actually moved past the adding cheese phase.
Like the minimalistic.
I find I prefer the minimalistic. A less complex flavor actually makes it more delicious. Sometimes you try too hard.
Yeah.
So as I've gotten older, I've removed the cheese, but cheese is an option.
Yeah.
And then just straight old tomato sauce. Just ketchup.
It's so foul.
It's just ketchup
It's
on
actually
top.
gross.
And it is good.
Oh, it's so bad. This was like Cale's main staple when we were
Yeah,
living
we moved
together.
out. I think I made it like 5 nights in a row.
Oh,
one time.
it was just always there. It was
Yeah.
so gross.
It's good.
It's not.
And then everyone was hating on me like, oh, this dish sucks. This dish sucks. Our friend Joe tried it one time. And these were his words exactly. He gets the fork. He tastes it, expecting it to suck. I don't think you could have even been in the room at that time because you just couldn't handle
I
it.
probably wasn't.
He looks up and goes, it's actually not that bad.
Yeah. Well, it's not bad. But it's not
it's
good. He didn't say good.
What does not bad imply?
Not good.
Good.
No. Not
amazing.
Bad's like mediocre.
Well, he hasn't developed a taste for it.
Yeah, for tomato sauce.
It's actually good. You're just saying because you have a phobia of tomato sauce.
No, I've grown out of that.
Sure,
it's
buddy.
still just horrible. I don't know. I was just trying to think of like different sauces it would work with. Just not really any. Like imagine barbecue sauce. It'd be so sweet.
Yeah.
It's just
Tomato. It's the best.
It's not. Tomato paste maybe. Like actual like tomato puree.
Haven't branched out to that yet.
But
maybe we should do a special episode trying it with different tuna pasta episode.
Yeah.
All different variations of sauces.
Starts off with the fucking it's so gross.
Starts off with the classic. That's what we call it. The classic.
You'd have like tomato sauce breath. This is
I've never heard of tomato sauce breath.
When you're eating like a tub of tomato sauce, you put so much tomato sauce on it.
Yum. Well, I like tomato sauce.
It's so foul. It's not good. I was talking more like Fruit Loops as a kid.
Oh, I like
was
Fruit
amazing.
Loops.
And then
I was only ever allowed them during holidays.
Same. I was only allowed them on like
High
very
five.
special occasions. And then it got taken away from me. And then in my older years, I tried it. And
not the same.
I just don't like sweet things anymore.
Yeah, it is overly sweet. And then the milk at the end when you drink it, it's like whoa, sweet milk.
Or like Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Pops are still good.
I don't like chocolate now.
Neither, but I do like Cocoa Pops.
Just synthetic. Doesn't taste like chocolate.
Probably.
I
like chocolate milk.
It's not as rich.
I like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. But so some of the worst feelings, I have a list.
Yes.
We're going to discuss them. And they're quite disturbing.
Oh, no.
Wet socks. Like stepping in a puddle.
Ooh, that is horrible.
Or like walking into like the bathroom after you've had a shower with socks on and you forget that there's water on the floor.
Okay.
Have you ever
know
done
who
that?
does that?
What? Like walking into the bathroom?
Who has a shower and puts socks on? Like if you're not going out.
What? No, I mean like say you had a shower. Right?
Okay.
You dry off. You leave the bathroom.
Yeah.
There's a bit of water residue on the floor from hopping out the shower.
Yeah.
You then later in the night have socks on. You might be going out somewhere and you walk back into the bathroom to like.
I don't walk around in socks.
Yeah.
If I have socks on, I'm going to have shoes on.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm similar. But sometimes I catch myself like if I'm in the.
Catch yourself slipping.
Yeah. And then I walk into the bathroom with socks on.
That is the worst feeling though, wet socks.
And you're like, well, you can't wear them at that point because they're wet. And you're not going to put shoes on.
No, but if you're out and you're step in a puddle and the puddle goes up, slips in your shoe.
Yeah.
And you've got wet socks.
It's just a bad feeling.
It's uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable. It's also
it
kind of just like rubs you the wrong way. You're like, angry.
Literally.
You get a bit angry about it. You're like,
you get angry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I get violent. I start smacking people.
Wet socks.
I'm like, yeah. How does this happen? But yeah, it's not.
That is a bad feeling.
It is a very bad feeling. Paper cuts.
Ooh.
I haven't had a paper cut in a long time.
Ooh, I got one not too long ago from reading my book.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got a paper cut.
Aggressively reading your book.
Oh my god. It was horrible.
Ugh.
And I kept re-injuring it because I kept reading the book.
kept on slipping in.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate thinking about it. It's
the
like,
worst one is between your fingers.
Oh, it's so disturbing.
Yeah. That seems like the worst place ever to get a paper cut.
Oh, what about like in between your toes?
Same thing as fingers.
Cardboard, like paper cuts are the worst as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, especially because like I have really short
I didn't know
nails.
you could. Oh, you mean like that glossy? I find that whatever that like glossy kind of cardboardy paper.
Yeah.
is.
It slices you.
Yeah, that
That's
is the
mean.
worst.
Yeah. No, I mean like when you're opening up a box and like, well, I have short fingernails, so like it's very easy for paper to get underneath.
You're a nibbler.
Because I'm a nibbler. I nibble on 'em. And then yeah, like it goes underneath and it's just a horrible feeling.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, that's another horrible feeling that I didn't write down. Like going into the freezer and like all the ice, kind of like the ice, the frosty bit that forms on the side, and it's kind of like snowy, but it's like crystalline.
Yep.
And you like run your fingers into it and it gets underneath your nails.
No, I haven't done that.
Oh, it hurts me to my core.
Why do you keep doing it?
I don't know. I always do it by accident. I'll be like, it's hurting me.
No, I've never done that.
Oh, it's just a terrible
I
feeling.
have one just off the top of the dome.
Yeah.
This is a personal one.
Oh.
The sound of foam rubbing
Oh, weird.
is just I can't
feel like
listen
you
to it.
have
It makes
said
me
this before.
cringe. Huh?
Because I remember we were somewhere and there was foam and I started rubbing it together.
Oh, it is the worst.
You were like,
noise.
you know something I don't like.
Yeah.
And then of course I had to see if it was true.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I did that out of love. I was just testing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. As a kid, stepping on Legos, I never was affected by Legos.
I think I was just a tough kid.
I was built different.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed it. Like I
did
remember
it for
like
the thrill.
challenging my cousins, like who could jump the highest onto Legos.
Ouch.
Yeah,
That's
just
painful.
tough feet,
Yeah.
hobbit feet.
Yeah, I mean I did it, but like sure it's a bit of pain, but it's not what it's hyped up to be.
Yeah, it's
There's
not
too
like,
much hype about it.
it's not
being
world-ending pain.
No.
Yeah. Burning your tongue on the first like bite of a meal,
that is
or
horrible.
like the first sip of tea.
And it's always the first.
It's always the first because you won't do it again. That's why. If it was it wouldn't work if it was the last. It should be cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so upsetting.
It is.
Like I remember I went to I don't know where. It's probably like an Indian restaurant, and I just remember this is a very overwhelming feeling in my heart right now that I felt.
Emotional.
Reminiscing back. Yeah. I remember like I was so happy to be there because I was so hungry, and I went for the first spoonful of curry, and it burnt my tongue.
Ooh.
And then I just couldn't taste it.
That's on the restaurant.
It was so upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just ruins it. It ruins
Would you ice your tongue after?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's like your tongue's like scored after it, so it's like it's just not the same.
Sometimes I drink a tea and I don't realize I've burnt my tongue until afterwards.
Oh.
And I'm like, why does my tongue feel like that?
Oh,
and I'm
weird.
like, it's burnt.
Yeah.
I burnt it. Too hot.
Too hot. Just powered through it. That's weird that you didn't feel it though.
Maybe because I'm a professional tea drinker.
Yeah.
Unlike you.
You do drink a lot of tea.
Yeah,
Your family
I
does.
mean,
I didn't realize how much tea your like people drink.
Yeah, my family goes through a
your
lot of
family,
tea.
and you guys like
Oh,
every
yeah.
like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, we're
Dad,
powered by
Would you
powered.
like some tea, Zach?
The Pikes are powered purely by tea.
By black tea. Is it? It is
Ceylon
black
tea, buddy.
Ceylon. The
Yeah,
brand
none of
name.
this Earl Grey
Oh
or
my
English
gosh.
breakfast nonsense.
Can't do that.
We're powered by Ceylon tea
Yeah.
from the fields of Sri Lanka.
You guys do have it down to a science.
Yeah,
That's good.
thank you.
I liked it. Yeah, I think that's the most tea I've ever drunk. When I was staying with you guys in Sydney.
Yeah, because we'll have it in the morning,
Yeah.
then maybe like an afternoon one,
Well,
and then it'll hit nighttime.
I was
and
always
Dad,
just getting offered tea.
yeah, and it hit nighttime, and Dad would be like, "You
Yeah.
guys want a cup of tea?"
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, it was
Best
good.
time of the day.
It actually was. It was weird as well because then like I started offering people tea like all the time because I was like I have to help out. So then I started asking everyone. I was like, anyone want tea? There's a lot of, honestly, we went through a lot of tea. That was crazy. But yeah. Running out of toilet paper.
Ooh.
That is a terrible feeling.
Is it though? Running out of what's worse, running out of toilet paper and you have to go,
No.
right? And you've noticed you're out before, or you've
mid-shit.
gone
Mid shit.
and you've run.
You
out.
look to your right and you're like,
What do you do?
no.
Do you grab a towel?
Is it toilet paper roll or normally on the left or the right?
Yeah, it depends on the bathroom. Usually on the right.
I swear it's always on the right.
I don't know,
I feel like average.
but I feel like in public restrooms it's on the left.
Yeah. This has never happened to me, by the way. As
It
well.
has happened to me, but that was when I was living with my family, and
Yeah.
I just open the door and go, "Help!
Start screaming, huh?
Help!
Help me! There's no toilet paper.
Yeah.
Well, that's alright. No, because I always toilet paper the toilet before I go to do a number 2.
Oh,
So I
even
don't
at your own home?
Yeah, so I don't get splashback.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
do that. Where you just put a little
I
in
put
the water.
like just like 2.
Yeah,
bits,
I do that.
so
I
no
thought you
water
meant you.
starts smacking
I
my
do this in
bum.
public restrooms where
Oh, you put it down on the
you make like
the seat.
a toilet paper seat,
Yeah.
and
That's
then you
right.
can just plot. You can just sit down comfortably.
Mm.
Otherwise, you're doing like an awkward squat.
Yeah.
Because I'm not putting my bare bottom.
It's kind of
onto-
weird. Also, like guys,
You ever missed a toilet?
guys are what by shitting.
Yeah.
I have when I was like really young, but not like missed. I mean, like I didn't make it to the toilet.
Oh,
This is actually. I remember. I think this could be one of my earliest memories.
really?
Yeah. So this is a very dramatic story. All right. So I'll set the scene.
This
right?
is an emotional episode.
It actually
for you.
was. Ready? So
First year
Two-
Indian.
2004. All right. Little Zack Watkins was we were living in Yunderup at the time
Yeah.
at like our house, and I woke up in the middle of the night, very like agitated, stomach was hurting.
No.
I was like, I need a shit.
Oh
So
my God.
got up out of bed, ran down the hallway. We have like a long hallway in the house. Jesus Christ.
A bird.
Yeah, but and then
It's adding to the ambiance.
it is, and then I ran down the hallway, waddling side to side because of
Yeah,
how
you
like
can't. You got to waddle.
how like
What,
close
did
I
you
was
have a
to
hand
shitting.
clasp behind to catch?
No, I didn't. And then
Oh.
I was waddling, but I couldn't run properly because of how much my stomach was hurting and how close I was to pooing.
The snake had
Yeah,
left
so
the cave.
so I was
so to
yeah,
speak.
basically yeah.
The
So
turtle was poking its
it
head from the
was.
shell.
It was. So then I was waddling down, and then all of a sudden, it's glaboosh. I was also wearing cock jocks, and the shit like went out of the cock jocks and just slapped on the floor. And I was there, just like, and then after my stomach felt amazing, but I was
What'd
like,
you do?
I just stopped.
Do you
and
get your parents, or do you just pick it up? And
I think I picked. No, I think I got toilet paper, but
Oh, okay.
I was like
not
little,
barehanded.
and I remember like I turned around and there was this big old shit on the floor, and I was like, oh no, my parents are gonna kill me. So I remember like also the light wasn't on. It was like kind of like holy, like the toilet light was on, so there was just like a ray of light coming down the hallway that I was running towards. Didn't make it.
Damn.
Yeah, and
That's
then-
heartbreaking.
And then I had to get some toilet paper and I had to clean it up.
You tell your
but
parent, like, surely, like, if you're that little, you can't have done that good a job at cleaning up.
I think
They must have like walked tomorrow and be like, "Why is that?"
No,
there
'cause
poop
I remember-
smeared in the hallway.
I'm pretty sure I put my jocks in like the sink and just like filled it with water.
Mm.
So they must have realized. Yeah, but yeah, that was a sad moment.
I have a poop story as well. Well,
Please
lack
do tell.
thereof, which
Oh.
was the problem.
Oh,
It was
constipation.
when I was very little. We lived in Los Angeles.
Hmm.
I don't know for how long. Not very long. I only have one memory of the place.
That's not pooping.
And exactly,
Mm.
all of a sudden, I had this like doubling over and pain in my stomach, and I was like, "Oh my God, something's wrong." Mom and Dad felt my stomach rock hard.
Oh,
What is wrong? Taking me to the doctors,
yeah.
and they X-ray it. I remember standing up in my little night robe
Mm.
because it was nighttime.
Yeah.
Standing up, X-ray me. Apparently, I was so constipated that the poop had traveled up into my stomach or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it was, and it was like rock hard.
Oh.
And then so all they did
Wait,
is
your
gave
stomach
me.
was full of shit.
I don't know if it was my stomach or like what, but it was like
Maybe
this
it was
part
your
was my
intestine
stomach
tract.
area was rock
Yeah.
hard. Yeah. And then so they just gave me like something to fix it, and I was fine.
Oh, just some heavy.
But that
What are they
story is now known as
Oh.
the $6,000 poo.
Oh no. Oh, true. Because you don't have health
In
insurance
America.
Spenny.
How crazy expensive is that?
You're a spenny poo. Why would your first thought not be laxatives?
Because I was a child.
Oh.
I wasn't thinking.
They should have laxative viewed up.
Yeah.
It would be slipping.
I was
out.
probably like 3.
That's what they would have given you.
Yeah, probably.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mm.
Did it-
I don't
did-
remember. I
you
don't
don't-
remember.
you don't remember doing it?
What? Yeah, no, expelling.
Was it like the best shit of your life, but?
Don't remember.
Just
No.
be on.
Yeah. Wish I did.
Yeah.
Would have been magical.
It would have been magic. I'm assuming it would have. It would have felt very relieving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you also a toilet paper? Like which side?
Oh, like over or under?
Yeah, it's definitely over.
Yeah, it's over. I
1000%.
prefer over.
Good.
Shake hands on that.
Yeah. That was a good
The
handshake.
toilet roll.
I should have silly examined you.
Silly salmon.
Just dead fished your hand.
Oh, dead fish.
Yeah, the
Flashback
dead
to
fish.
last episode.
Yeah, the dead fish handshake. All right. Getting a brain freeze.
Oh. Yeah, that's tough.
I don't get them often. I don't like.
Well, you told me how you just got one.
Oh yeah, that was from an ice bath, but
Yeah.
that actually sucked. that was like different because that was like my head hurt. So we were doing an ice bath basically with a few boys, and then at the end of mine, I decided
Stick your head
to
under.
just hold my breath and stick my head under for as long as I could. And I don't know how long I did it for. Felt
You
like
claimed 45 seconds.
I think it could have been 30. It felt like a while.
Yeah.
But basically, as soon as I like emerged from the ice water, and I was like gasping for air, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I just like hit this wave of pain, and I literally dropped to like my knees. Oh,
Oh.
is it
Rain.
raining?
Rain has occurred. Deploy the umbrellas. Oh my god. Oh, it's wet.
Get open.
Yes, my umbrella is up.
Oh yes.
And, oh my god.
Yeah.
So much pain.
It clipped my finger.
It clipped my palm. Got stuck in the top. I'm sitting in wet and cold and
Right.
pain
I
of the
feel-
rain. My palm. Jesus, that was painful. What a dangerous umbrella.
It is very
Pod-
dangerous.
Never let anyone tell you podcasting is a safe activity.
It's not. It's a dangerous activity. But
Especially
yeah,
when you do it outdoors.
yeah. But basically, I just had a very severe brain freeze. And
Yeah.
and it hurt. And it
Ouch.
crumpled me to the ground.
Ouchie.
Ouchies.
Poor
Yeah.
Zeki.
Oh my gosh. But yeah.
All right.
Oh wait. The wind is trying to take my umbrella.
Maybe we'll fly off
Mary
at the end, and
Poppins?
that'll be the end of the episode.
That'd be kind of cool, like Mary Poppins shit.
Exactly.
Where are you going?
I'm check.
You superstitious bitch.
I've got to check the camera. Yeah, still going.
Yeah. No.
I told you, it's superstition. I can't not do it. It's in the back
To
of
be
my
fair,
mind.
the one time you don't do it,
Is
it's
the
gonna
not re-recording.
yeah, it's gonna just not be recording. Accidentally biting your tongue or cheek normally occurs when you're eating.
Yep.
It is
Definitely.
it is a bad feeling. I have it like because I have like a fang, and then if I bite my lip, it like swells instantly,
Oh.
and then I'll keep biting it. because
Yeah.
it's, like, swelling.
Once
up.
you bite it once, like
it just keeps happening.
you get that does happen.
yeah, it's not
Keeps
good.
reoccurring.
It
That's
does.
tough.
It does indeed. Losing your phone. It's not a good feeling.
No, there is a bee in front of us.
There was
that
3
is
bees.
weird. Why are they out in the rain?
Yeah, normally they run away, don't
Yeah,
they?
normally they're hiding away in the hive.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, renegade bees, outlaws,
But yeah,
stealing pollen from the other hives while they're sleeping.
They're onto it.
Yeah,
Little mischief.
mischievous.
But yeah, losing your phone's never a good thing.
Oh,
I have a.
How can it be a good thing?
I know, but I always like do it where like.
I don't think I've lost my phone ever.
Really?
Nah.
No, I don't like lose it. I just like. Well, I guess I lose it for a bit. I just like put it somewhere, and I'm like, I'm definitely gonna remember where I put it, and then 5 minutes later, I have no idea where my phone is.
Oh, so you mean just like at the house or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
never like fully lost
That
it.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a tile thing on my keys, which is very beneficial. I must say, everyone should get this. We are not sponsored, but everyone should get a tile because one, you get the one that where you can
Not
change
sure
your
if this
battery
not
as
sponsored. Not sponsored. Shout
well. No,
out.
it's good. Everyone needs it. We're helping the people. But yeah, you get the one that you can also change the battery. Otherwise, it's a scam, and they're just like one-off purchases, and they last like 6 months,
Right.
which is terrible. But yeah, basically, if you lose your phone, often like me, in your house, you can click on your keys, and your phone will start ringing, so you can find
Right.
your phone. And it's like loud, like an alarm hops off. It's not like just buzzing, which is very beneficial. And then also, if you lose your keys, your phone tracks where your keys are.
Boom.
So,
Double jeopardy.
yeah, it's very good.
Whammy.
Very beneficial. But yeah. Just forgetting an important date. It's not a good feeling.
No.
No. It's not
You
good.
ever
Have you,
forgot-
have you ever missed an appointment or something?
An appointment.
Yeah, I have. I've missed a dentist appointment once and I felt
Oh,
like an idiot.
probably. Yeah.
Oh no, I've missed a doctor's appointment. Definitely.
You just forget when it's on.
I just forget what day it is.
Tough.
And
Yeah.
then like I'll be like, oh, I definitely have something on today. And then you get like a phone call like while it's happening and they're just like, oh, like where are you? And you're like, oh, I'm sorry. That is my fault. But
I'm stuck in traffic.
yeah. Oh, that is the next one.
Oh.
Being stuck in traffic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a
The
prophet.
worst one is when you are like needing
I'm
to
a
be
saint
somewhere
here.
and you go down onto the freeway and you forget that it's like kind of peak hour traffic and you haven't seen it yet and you turn the corner
Oh, and you
and
just
then all of a
see
sudden
a
you just see like
wall
back
of
to
traffic.
back of traffic,
Yeah.
bumper to bumper, and you're just like,
Don't.
you have nowhere to escape. It's not like you can turn around.
It's such a deflating feeling.
It
you
is
just
very.
turn, you're like, oh.
You're just defeated.
Oh.
You're like, oh,
no.
now I have to sit in this for like, it depends where you're going.
Depends
but-
what it is, but other than that, I'm not a huge, like,
What?
I don't have a huge issue with traffic. It
Yeah, I'm
depends if
never
I'm in
really
a
in it.
rush. The worst, but we don't have it bad here at all in
Oh, yeah.
Perth. Again, when I was in LA just visiting,
Yeah.
that is the worst traffic I've ever seen.
Oh, it would be terrible.
It is non-stop everywhere you go.
Mm.
Horrible
I've
traffic.
heard about the LA traffic,
Yeah.
and I don't know why or where from.
What's so bad? They got like smog in the sky.
Oh, like, as in like pollution.
Yeah, their
wise. Like, the
pollution.
air's
I think it's
shit.
cleared up maybe a bit recently,
Oh.
but it's like in the sky in the morning. It just like it's filled with this smog.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. What, just from cars?
I don't know if it's just from cars, but
Oh,
I'd
I wouldn't
assume
think
it-
they would have like many like
that'd be a part of it.
plants like putting off a lot of pollution in LA.
Don't know.
I don't know.
Neither.
Did LA end up painting their their roads white?
They painted their roads white.
They had a thing where they were going to paint their roads white
Why?
for a bit, to like basically reflect the sunlight so it's not as hot.
Don't know. I've never heard of that.
It was like something about global warming.
Keep the roads.
Although, yeah, because then it's like all the light's being reflected. But I was like, it would be so glary.
Yeah.
Like your eyes would be
yeah.
hurting.
Yeah. Like kind of afternoonish. You wouldn't be able to drive.
Also, it wouldn't work well because like the roads would get dark and tarnished from the tires. Like
True.
it wouldn't
Skid
last very
marks
long.
everywhere.
Yeah, it'd be terrible. Accidentally sending a text message,
Yeah.
like when you write it out and you're thinking about it, and then you accidentally send it.
No. I've never
Haven't
done
done
that.
Oh,
Never
Never?
fallen, been susceptible to that.
fair enough. I don't think I have either, but I've heard stories.
Oh gosh.
Oh golly.
Oh
That we can't get into. They're too
Oh, we're
deep.
not allowed
No,
to?
We're not allowed to. Getting sunburnt.
Yep.
It's pretty annoying.
Of
It's
course.
a bad feeling.
Yeah.
Have you ever been like blistered sunburnt?
Don't think so.
No. Have you seen when people are?
Yeah,
I
I've
saw
seen
pussy,
photos. Seen
and it's
night.
gross.
Oh, pussy.
Yeah. Have you seen like the bubbles appear?
Oh yeah, yeah.
and it looks
yeah,
like
yeah,
actually
yeah.
feral.
That is
Yeah, I've never been
gross.
that.
You know what it is though?
What?
You get sunburnt. This I don't know if this is actually real.
Yeah.
I just read this somewhere.
Yeah.
Could be made up.
Oh.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Okay.
But I read you get sunburnt
Mm-hmm.
because it's your skin killing off the cancerous cells.
What?
It's like killing off the cancerous cells, which is why it like peels and everything.
Oh, like it's just getting rid of it,
Yeah.
and that's why you start shedding. Yeah.
Don't know if that's real.
I don't know either. I thought it was like getting rid of like dead cells because it dies.
Yeah, why have they died though?
Because they got cancer.
Boom.
Ah, he's onto something. He's onto it.
Again, probably not true.
grain of salt. Bit of a salty one there.
Yeah. Rub salt in that sunburn.
That would feel lovely. Stepping on chewing gum. I don't see a lot of chewing gum these days.
That's true. I feel like the rate of chewing gum has disappeared.
Yeah. Also, like I
People
remember,
chew
like,
gum less.
some sidewalks were like peppered with chewing gum.
Yeah.
And I just
What
don't
do you
see
think?
that
Do you think there's a
anymore.
reason?
I feel like
Maybe more people have jaw dysfunctions.
nah. I feel like people have gotten better with like littering.
Oh, the
Like, way
littering
better.
campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like.
Like
yeah.
now, if you see, like, I feel like back in the day, talking like 80s, 90s, maybe early 2000s, you see someone litter,
You're
it
like-
wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
Whereas if like, I feel like if you're walking around now, say you're in the city, a lot of people going by, and you see someone just chuck something on the ground,
Yeah. You'd
I
be
feel
kind of
like
pissed
everyone's
off.
turning and
You're
going,
what are you
like,
doing? Yeah. You just wouldn't
or just
do
giving
it.
you dirty looks.
Yeah.
Maybe some
It's not accepted
some
anymore.
Karens are saying something.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
you
I
say
haven't
something?
seen- I don't know. It depends what it was. If someone just like
Fast food.
was just drinking a
wrap-
coffee
yeah.
cup and then they just threw it to the side.
Yeah.
It depends. If
Hits- what if it hits a
If
child?
it was like a dude, probably.
It hits a
If
child.
it was a chick, probably not.
Really? Sexist?
Not sexist. It's just like
Just
I just-
sexual.
no. I just don't. I don't know. I feel like if the chick starts like complaining, I
You just
don't know. Well, I'm just like, oh yeah. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
But with the dude, you can just be like, what are you doing? Like,
she's
don't-
talking to me.
just be like, don't be a dickhead. Not like that. And then like, if she starts like,
There's
just
a woman
having
talking
a
to
massive
me.
crack. I don't know. I feel like it'd get like hell political for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. It's just the vibe I get. Cause like, I feel like most chicks wouldn't litter, and then the chicks that do litter,
Are
like-
political.
yeah, I don't know.
You think it's some political statement?
Yeah, I don't know.
Screw
why.
the
I mean,
environment.
like, I'm just picturing like the person that did it, just blue hair, just like piercings
What?
everywhere. I don't know why. It's just what's in my head.
Oh.
That was where my head went when I thought of a chick littering. And then the dude's just a normal dude. I'll be like, hey, mate, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh, sorry, mate. And he goes pick it up. That's where my heads went. But, yeah. Waiting for someone that's late.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Joel does this.
Our friend Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever went to pick up Joel?
And he says,
ready?
yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah. And you're like, I'm coming in 20. And then you get there and he's like,
oh, he hasn't even gotten ready.
Oh, he hasn't started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is frustrating.
Yeah. I started doing, like, I'd tell him prior. I'd just be like, oh, I'm at your house. And I'd be like 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
But then he started looking out the window and realizing I wasn't there.
Damn. He's
Yeah,
onto you.
He's onto me.
You gotta come up with new strategies.
Yeah, it is. Burning a meal, very upsetting.
Just get better at cooking.
Nah, sometimes it's just like...
Cook tuna pasta. Can't really burn that.
Yeah, you can't really, can you? But that's...
It's another pro. Another pro in the column.
It's so rank.
Winning.
It's actually disgusting.
Winning.
What about salad? Want to add any salad to it? You're literally just
Why
having
would you add
sugar,
salad to it?
fish...
Where's sugar? Where are you getting that
in the
from?
ketchup.
In the ketchup.
In the ketchup.
It's diluted.
No, it's not.
By
Do
the
you know how
pasta
much
and fish.
sugar there is in ketchup?
Do you know how much sugar there is in any sauce?
You also used half the tub of ketchup when
half
you
the
ate it.
tub.
You
Here
did.
we go.
I saw you. You should say,
Here
ready?
we go.
This is Cale, right?
Ridiculous.
Tuna, bowl, and then he went, squeeze.
Hyperbolic
And it was like
exaggeration.
It was at least 12 seconds.
Your hyperbole is unfounded. Disgusting.
It's not. It's facts. Straight up.
It is just a normal amount.
Mm.
Also, there's sugar in any sauce. Name a sauce without sugar. Any tomato sauce, marinara sauce.
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce has probably sugar. You know what it is? It's just fermented soybeans.
Yeah.
They add sugar to it.
Well, it's really salty, but...
Imagine how salty it is without the sugar.
True.
Yeah.
Wait, salt sauce.
Salt sauce?
There's no sugar in it.
There's got to be sugar in every sauce.
Not every sauce.
You can't name one.
Yeah, I can. Zucchini sauce.
That's not... You just said a vegetable.
If I just blend a zucchini and then just say it's a
Okay,
sauce...
well, you're just talking about random sauces you're making up. Not
I'm
about
making
proper
up. Dude, there's people out there that love
culinary
zucchini sauce.
sauces. You'd find this in a French restaurant, in an acclaimed
Surely
restaurant.
hot sauce doesn't have a lot of sugar. Aha!
Oh, that's a good question. Search up if hot sauce have sugar.
Well, some of them will.
Exactly.
Some of them won't. I'll type up hot sauce without...
Or yeah. I mean, but you're gonna get like ketchup, and it'll be like, you know, those like kind of bad, just no sugar variants. I'm talking about the original has to have no sugar.
Tabasco apparently has no sugar in it.
Tabasco.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What the hell?
Oh.
Oh, it says
Controversy
top 10
in the hot sauce
keto
world.
hot sauce options that will blow your socks off.
Keto. That's a diet.
I know.
Some sort of
But
fad
does
diet.
keto mean...
I don't think keto means
Oh
anything.
yeah, Tabasco is completely sugar-free.
Ah, okay.
Tabasco is gluten-free, has 0 calories,
What
and
is
features less sodium than other pepper sauces.
what is in it?
Is Tabasco keto? Huh?
What's in Tabasco?
Chilies.
Is it though?
Well, must be.
'Cause, like-
type up.
I don't know if some hot sauces have chilies.
What?
Just some sort of chemical concoction to
Oh,
blow
probably
your socks
now,
off.
but not Tabasco. Tabasco is old ass.
Yeah, Tabasco seems
like
original,
yeah.
straight from the mothers in Mexico
Yeah.
or Spain or some Spanish.
Oh, it's from
country.
Tabasco peppers.
Oh, Tabasco is a pepper.
Yeah. Asian white oak barrels, a small amount of salt, and a high quality vinegar. That's it.
Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out Tabasco.
Yeah. Shout out. Not sponsored.
Put that on my tuna pasta.
Oh,
That would be good.
that would be good. Low calorie? No, it wouldn't. Because you're having tuna and pasta. But
I don't understand. Tuna and pasta is a thing.
I know tuna pasta's a thing.
Yeah.
It's not the ketchup.
It's just an easy alternative.
It's also like tuna pasta, like normally like, I don't know, there's just things in it. Where's like the vegetables?
What you going on about these vegetables?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem good. Do you know what's giving me vibes of? It's because I'm like kind of off tuna because I ate so much in New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's why. I was eating just cans of chickpeas and tuna. And that was all I was eating. And it was horrible. Oh, terrible feeling. A super terrible feeling. Normally in the summer, in the summertime, stepping on bindies.
Oh, those little prickles in the grass.
It's terrible.
They are.
They are the worst feelings
Yeah.
ever. You just can't. You feel like you can't walk barefoot anywhere on grass.
That's horrible.
I generally avoid grass barefooted in summer because of bindies.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
prickles get stuck everywhere.
Yeah.
And sometimes they still hurt after. I had one summer where we're at our house in Margaret River and I played basketball on the gravel every single day.
Oh,
And my feet grew to, after months of that, an amazing level of toughness.
Was it like a
They
callus?
could withstand anything.
Was it
I think it was a whole just calloused over.
Yeah.
Just
hard.
incredibly tough.
Yeah, hobbit feet.
The bindies, the prickles, couldn't stick in my feet. That's how tough I was.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah.
That is good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And that's
It's almost superhuman like.
That is. Have you seen how like there was like a barefoot thing going around like where everyone they were like staying barefoot for the rest of their life or something?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
they were always barefoot.
Right, it's
these
probably just a
people.
couple people.
Yeah, it probably was a couple of people. But it was like
I mean, it feels good to be barefoot.
yeah, but
At one with nature.
their feet changed shape.
Really?
Like their toes like got further apart
oh.
because they're not like always cramped into shoes.
Ah,
So their toes like spread out
right.
and they got like a callus.
Have you seen Chinese foot binding? That is disgusting.
Oh yeah, with the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is and their
So-
foot's like full.
I don't know
morphed
when this is in China throughout
was
history.
back in the day.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
they used to bind women's feet into just they would break the foot, and so the toes would be like under the feet.
Yeah.
It is
No,
just
'cause
crazy.
They would like when they were
they
younger.
loved just tiny feet.
Yeah.
And so they'd walk around in just these tiny little shoes, but to fit in them,
Mm.
they'd have to break their feet.
No, they did it as children.
Yeah, they'd bind
that-
the feet and break them.
Would they break them?
Yeah.
I thought they started as when they were babies, so they just grew into a deformed state. I don't think they broke their feet.
Ooh.
I think they like started off when they were younger and they bound them
But then-
up,
I
and
thought-
then as they got older, their foot like morphed into it, and they would always change like the wraps.
I think they had to break their feet to start with.
yuck.
Search it up.
I shall.
Let's settle this right now.
Chinese foot binding.
Because your baby one does make sense as well.
Yeah.
But in my head also, I'm feeling
also
that they
like-
broke their feet.
I don't
Should we
understand.
chuck up a picture or is it too graphic?
No, we
'cause
can
it's-
we can chuck up a picture.
Chuck up a picture? Chinese
there.
foot binding.
It's rank.
I mean, it is. If you don't like feet, you're probably going to throw up.
Yeah. No, but also like
Close your eyes.
I don't understand how they found it attractive.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's not by today's standards, but attractiveness differs throughout history, different
Oh,
periods.
It looks horrible.
That's like there's a tribe in Africa that finds long heads attractive,
Oh yeah, and like fat
and as
big
a
stomachs.
baby they elongate their heads, and they look like the aliens out of Indiana Jones. Chuck up a photo there, alien out of Indiana Jones, and then there's the African tribe in Africa that like to elongate their heads because they find it attractive. Does it make their brain longer? I don't know.
Oh.
And is their skull mushy or does their skull expand as well?
Their skull would expand. Would it not?
I don't know.
It wouldn't
But when
stay
you're
mushy.
babies, you're so malleable.
Yeah.
Like you can have a brain injury as a child, lose half your brain, and your brain will rewire to work itself using only half, even though the other half is dead. It is crazy. You're pulling faces.
Oh my god, I'm reading it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have a story to tell.
Oh Jesus.
Jesus. I'm also dyslexic, so bear with me, people.
This is why I usually do the reading out
Yes,
long
this
parts.
is- oh no, I've lost it. Oh no, it had like a summary and then I clicked on the website.
Silly boy. He's lost the Chinese foot binding.
How?
We have to bind your feet now.
Oh no. Okay. Oh my god, my
Key.
Google's it's just not working with it. Have you also seen in Africa? There's a thing where like men with larger it's women
Stomachs.
with larger stomachs. I think it's just anyone,
Dad bods.
and then they feed them heaps. Except like
Really?
nowadays they like use like stock cubes, and they'll just eat heaps of stock cubes to get like really fat.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's kind of it's not good for you.
Oh yeah, no. Just chill, walking around in dad bods, topless. Any women out there love dad bods? Hit up this tribe in Africa. Your paradise.
Oh, I'm
Dad
just,
bod central.
I've just fully lost this.
What's
I'm
the tribe
starving.
called? Dad bodia. Yeah, but you go to lots of tribes that were isolated for a long time.
They have some weird
There is
things.
also a genetic defect. You find a lot of them in Africa today. where they have like claws as feet. This is another tribe in Africa. It's like a birth defect, but because the tribe was somewhat isolated, it kind of spread throughout their tribe, and they have literal claws as feet. I know we're gonna have to do a lot of editing later, but let's chuck up another picture.
What the?
Bam, claws as feet. If you hate feet, this podcast is not for you.
Oh,
This episode. This is just seems to happen.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
I found it. So first, this is actually a lady was talking about it, and she said first her feet were plunged into hot water, and her toenails were clipped short. Then the feet were massaged with oil. What? Massaged and oiled.
Kind of sounds good so far.
Before all the toes except the big toes were broken and bound flat against the sole, making a triangle shape. And this happened when she was like 5 and 6 years old.
Flat against the sole.
Yeah.
So it's literally just
Crack. Yeah. So basically, yeah, it looks. Poor people.
keep going. Or is that it?
That was it.
And then they bind that up.
And then they would bind it up, and then like as they grew older, they would keep it bind basically.
Yeah. Gets tighter and tighter.
Yeah. Well, like their feet would obviously grow, so they'd unbind it and bind it again.
Yeah, well, I've seen pictures where almost the whole first half of the foot is folded underneath.
Yeah,
onto the
that's
sole.
literally what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
It's not nice.
and the
also
foot
shoes-
kind of resembles a triangle.
Like, look at that.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like the top arch of their foot is like
very arched.
yeah, very like bulbousy in a way. I'm just looking at photos and I don't like it.
Yeah. No, move on.
Move on.
Move
Are
on.
you sure?
Oh my! Oh, look, they need lotion.
Yeah.
They need to moisturize their
Dude, they
feet,
need-
their ankles.
They need new feet. What do you? How is that what you're worrying about?
Did you see how dry and cracked their ankle was?
Because their foot's been wrapped around.
Oh, they need to lotion it.
Oh, that's
Unbind
gross.
and lotion every now and then.
Oh no! There's just so many photos. Yeah, yeah. Take it. Talk about something else. I have too many feet.
We're moving on from
I
the.
have too many feet in my head.
All right, we'll go on to my thing.
Your ting.
Yes, my point. We're off the. What was it?
Worst feeling.
Worst feelings. All right.
And then it went to feet.
Yeah.
All those feet
What
lovers
a
out
dark
there,
path
you're
we
welcome.
went down.
Look, here's a bunch of feet for you.
Show your feet. Not for free.
Oh, not for free. Yeah.
Although I did. Looking back, I want to apologize.
Oh.
I did accidentally show my feet in the last episode.
Oh, you did. The trotters were out.
Yeah, the dogs
Yeah.
were barking.
There's a lot of
I
comments
actually
about
just
it.
showed up at Zach's house and realized I forgot to put shoes on.
Oh my gosh, he's in Bex.
Yes, today
Berkey
I
boys.
succeeded in putting shoes on.
Mm.
So, Zach,
Yes. Cale.
what would you say is the worst year in human history?
The worst year in human history is the worst year in human history. Well, it has to be way back in the day, like way back. So I'm gonna say let's give it a 1212.
Interesting. Okay. I was going to say you might say, during World War II, the Holocaust,
That was easy dubs.
World War I, perhaps, during the Black Death,
Oh, the plague.
yes, in the 1400s.
Mm.
However, I come to you with a different year, an unknown year
Oh.
that people may not be aware of,
Oh.
and that year is 1212.
Is it actually?
No.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Then that year is 536 AD.
Oh. I was actually pretty close.
In this year, yeah, kind of. No,
Not really.
right. In this, in this year, a strange darkness descended upon the world, casting a gloomy and ominous atmosphere over the entire planet. The eruption of an unknown volcano in 536 AD resulted in the release of massive amounts of ash and gas into the atmosphere, which caused significant cooling of the global climate. The pyroclastic flow of the volcano spread throughout the world.
Ooh.
This led to prolonged periods of darkness, reduced sunlight, and decreased temperatures, which had a catastrophic effect on agriculture and food production. According to the Byzantine historian Procopius, The sun gave forth its light without brightness, like the moon during this whole year. That's his quote.
That's his quote?
Yeah.
That's a good
The
quote.
sun was obscured by a thick fog that lingered in the sky for a year.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Causing temperatures to plummet and crops to fail. It
Mm.
was almost like a solar eclipse throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Darkness was everywhere.
Yeah, well, they'll just destroy the world.
Yeah. A chronicler in China wrote that the sun and the moon lost their brightness and appeared with a bluish hue.
Oh, what?
Imagine just the
Blue?
world descending into
I thought
darkness.
it'd be like red, because like there's like ash, I'm assuming, and smoke.
Well, it was fog and smoke and
But why
covering
blue?
the sky.
Blue's kind of sick.
The moon, he said, has a
Oh, the
bluish hue.
moon. Oh, I thought you were talking about the
Yeah.
sun. Oh, I see.
He did say the sun, actually. The sun and the moon lost their brightness and appeared with a bluish hue.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like normally, like when it's like really smoky, it's like reddish.
That is
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
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 Ma-
That's cool.
Maybe not in China.
Yeah. Maybe.
Because he was from
Maybe
China
cool.
who said it.
Yeah.
The darkness that descended upon the world during the year 536 was unlike anything people have ever experienced.
Mm.
Contemporary accounts describe an eerie, suffocating atmosphere, as if the very air was thick with some malevolent force. The sun, normally a comforting presence in the sky, was obscured by an impenetrable veil of fog and ash. As the days stretched into weeks and months, people huddled in their homes, wondering if the end of the world was nigh. The darkness seemed to penetrate every aspect of life, from the fields that lay fallow to the homes that were filled with sickness and despair.
Ooh. There'd been many people that died. Many.
Millions.
Yeah. Because everything would have just died. Like everything would have died. Wait, was this the whole world or was this just over China?
Over Europe, some parts of the Middle East, and only some parts of Asia.
Crazy.
They think nowadays they're looking, like scientists and stuff are looking at it, they think it was either a volcano in like Iceland or Finland or something,
Yeah.
or in like South Central America.
Ah.
Yeah.
Was it Yellowstone? It's a
No.
super volcano.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Well, they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know what volcano it is from.
Mm.
But if that wasn't enough, the darkness and despair, the crops lay fallow. The year 536 also saw a devastating outbreak of bubonic plague,
Oh.
which swept across Europe and Asia, killing millions of people.
Mm.
According to a letter written by the Bishop of Oxia Salvianus, this calamitous time, this rain is pouring
It
on us right now.
It's going heavy.
It just started bucketing.
It's also at the worst angle because it's like I have to hold my umbrella like this.
Yeah, they don't want me to tell this story.
Well,
It's a dangerous story.
It
The
is.
world is ending. Anyway, the Bishop of Oxia Salvianus, this calamitous time was so filled with terror that everywhere people expected to die, and scarcely any dared to hope for a long life. The symptoms of the bubonic plague were gruesome, with victims experiencing high fever, chills, and painful swellings on their bodies known as buboes. The disease was highly contagious, and it spread quickly through human populations, leaving a trail of death and devastation in its wake.
jeez, that was a bad year.
Yeah.
That's a very
Imagine
terrible
getting a
year.
plague.
Yeah,
You don't even
COVID.
get to walk in the sunlight. It's just dark.
Oh yeah, yuck. That's gross.
Yeah.
What a bad time.
I know.
Poor people.
Yeah.
That would have wiped out a fair amount of the population.
Millions, yeah. Some places were decimated.
Well, also the population would have been so much less.
Some places had more than 50% of their population.
Die.
Some cities, yeah,
Damn.
wiped out. It is so. With that being said, it
Mm.
is easy to see how with so much death and disease and darkness all around them, it's no wonder that many people at the time believed the end of the world was at hand. Churches were filled with people praying for deliverance, and some even turned to extreme measures, such as self-flagellation and other forms of self-punishment, in an attempt to appease whatever divine force they believed was behind the catastrophic events.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like the black. Was it kind of like the Black Plague when they were like going about like basically whipping blood everywhere.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what self-flagellation is.
Spread it.
They get like these whips and they whip themselves on the back.
Yeah, and it's just gross.
They think it's some sort of almost like they're suffering
Yeah, they suffer.
like Christ.
Yeah.
So then they, they think they're sinners and stuff.
Trying to make it better.
Yeah, not
and they're
good.
just hurting themselves.
I'm pretty sure when I was researching though, I did see a quote from China about him saying a yellow sun.
A yellow sun.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, as in like, well, the sun is yellow.
No,
yellow
but
stone.
you know how we're saying the other guy from China said it was a bluish hue.
Yeah.
Pretty sure this other guy.
You'd think it would be like reddy, as in like, I don't know. Every time there's been like bushfires, that's what I'm imagining. And it's like the sun gets like hell red, and if it's like a smog covering everything, you would think it'd be like quite red.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's like they said Yellowstone, the national park in America. They say because that's a super volcano, and apparently if that erupts, it will like destroy America basically. And they said that's like one of the like natural disasters that could like ruin the world.
Well, here's some more quotes. This is from Michael, a guy from Syria.
Ooh.
At the time, because this is a contemporary account. This isn't just a quote from some dude called Michael in 2023. The sun became dark, and its darkness lasted for 1.5 years. Each day, it shone for about 4 hours, and still this light was only a feeble shadow. The fruits did not ripen, and the wine tasted like sour grapes.
Jeez. Could you imagine living in darkness for a year?
Yeah.
That's like what's called like the countries that like have 6 months out of the year is just darkness.
There are like when on the poles.
Yeah, on the poles. Yeah.
Yeah.
How I don't get how people live there. I couldn't imagine being in darkness for 6 months.
Yeah, and then light. It doesn't get dark.
And then it doesn't get dark
for other 6 months.
Such like a weird, just way to live. It would like stuff up like your internal clock.
Definitely.
Without getting used to it. Like if we went there, I think we'd be frazzled for like.
Well, you'd get like blackout curtains and stuff.
Yeah, you'd have to.
And just shut yourself in darkness.
But like people back in the day, how are they doing it? I guess they were blacking out their rooms.
Yeah, just board up the windows.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah, not good at all.
What a bad time to be alive.
Oh yeah, probably the worst time they say.
One of the worst years.
One of the worst.
I mean, there's been some pretty bad years.
Yeah, I'm sure there has been.
Depends where you are, at what time,
who you're with,
who you're with,
who you are.
But all that matters is that you're with your
family
friends and family.
Dom Toretto.
Dom Toretto was back in 536.
Yeah, he was, and then he would have looked at everyone and been like, family.
He would have flown a car into the pyroclastic flow, into the sun, clearing it for everyone.
Yeah, that'd be the next movie of Fast and Furious. They keep just getting stupider and stupider.
Yeah, they started off as like normal movies.
Well, they started off as just car movies,
racing movies,
and then it just went into crazy action movies where they're blowing up tanks.
What a crazy, yeah.
It's a very weird progression.
I haven't seen this one, but I saw like a meme where they went into space apparently for one of the latest ones.
Oh, really?
They drove a car into space.
I haven't honestly seen any of the new ones.
Nah, a bit far-fetched.
Yeah, I feel like they're just never going to be as good as the originals.
I actually haven't even seen the originals.
Have you not seen Tokyo Drift?
Nah.
Really?
Nah.
Even the first one?
Nah.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. They're good.
I'm surprised you have.
Why?
Because you're not a movie goer.
Yeah. I watched them when I was younger.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're a former movie head.
I am indeed.
Imagine recovering from that though. The year 536.
Oh, it'd be. I wonder what the landscape.
The
would look
aftermath.
Like, what would the landscape look like? Like, because it would all die after a year. If you're not getting enough, like all the plants.
Well, there was
stuff,
famine and everything.
Yeah, I'd
people
imagine.
were starving.
Well, all the animals are dying because they're not eating anything. Like, but like, would that still be?
True.
Like, I'm thinking of like the landscape would have went to like desolate desert,
apocalyptic almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not like where it's like hell because like you're not getting any sun, so all the plants aren't thriving.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
And then like that would take like a few years to like come back. It wouldn't just be like straight away.
Yeah, years to recover.
Yeah, it would take years to recover from that.
So perhaps the years following 2, 3, 4, 5 in the worst years in human history.
Maybe. Yeah.
Although, yeah, like we said before, some pretty bad years.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like that wouldn't have been the worst year. The year that it erupted, it'd be the year after.
Yeah. Well, I think it actually erupted in 535.
Oh, so then, yeah.
Yeah.
536 would have been the worst.
Yeah.
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 And then, yeah, just tough.
It would be tough.
We're lucky.
Very lucky.
Sitting here in the rain
Yeah.
with our umbrellas.
I know. Living a lucky life.
Hallelujah.
Like you guys watching this. You lucky people.
Lucky.
You lucky son of a bitches. But, yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you for
And,
listening to this episode.
We'll catch you
Filled with
next time.
info on feet.
Yeah.
And
So it's a lot of negativity again. We always come back to this.
it's more fun talking about it, though.
It is.
It's more fun talking about
Don't you
negative.
feel sad?
Don't ya?
Don't you? But yeah, we'll catch you next time. Yeah. Should we give a hint what next time will be?
Oh, yes, yes.
What's a good hint? Oh, well, we
Mm.
don't know.
Grumble,
where we're going.
grumble.
Grumble, grumble.
Ready?
What is that sound?
You'll find out what that sound was next week.
All right, catchies. Bye.
Or in a few days.
The
Cale and Zack Podcast.
Oh yeah. Podcast.